I just feel like at the end of the day, you can't hold something against someone if they're changing and becoming a better person, and understanding.
How do you know you're changing, and how?
Well, you know, you don't. None
to really believe you when you build your whole.
I understand it.
On being a liar.
Of course, and no one has to believe me. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see it. And if you don't, it's you. It's like at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do it the best I can. People could judge me. I don't care.
So as you can see, we got a little bit of drama that we've got to dive into with a streamer by the name of N3on. And for those of you guys that have been around know that I've covered his content before, and you also know that I've said many times, I do not like this kid. I've never liked him as a streamer, but I will say over this past year, his content has gotten a lot better. I haven't seen a single clip with him trolling, saying messed up shit or anything. In fact, I've only seen him apologize for all the shit that he's done. So I feel like we've got to give him the benefit of the doubt and give him the chance to show that he's not going to be the same kid that he was that was saying all that dumb shit. Because you may mess up in your teens, you may even mess up in your early 20s. But as life goes on, like, you have to be given the chance to change and evolve. And I feel like it's worth us giving him that chance. Unfortunately, the Breakfast Club didn't feel the same way because they brought N3on on, I think, yesterday. And it seems like they just did it with the intention of trying to bring him down. So they started off talking about when he faked his death at 15, and it just got crazier from there.
Like, cause I didn't know anything, you know, about you. And he said, well, he faked his death a couple times. And I immediately felt sorry for you before doing all this research and seeing that you just was a fucking troll. That I thought that you were having maybe identity issues or anything, you know, something that would make you fake your death at some point, because you know real people actually like go through these things,
Of course,
at very young ages. So I'm like, damn, maybe he was struggling with some personality disorders or just trying to fit in or whatever. And you doing the shit for what? Just clout or what? Like
at the time, yes. But this is something that was like, well, can anyone pull up the date? Like,
but what? You did it a few times though, right?
So what were the few? So no, I did it when I was like 15. Okay. Right, and obviously, and you know, people say like, you know, I go by the motto, I don't live with regret, but that's one of the regrets I do have, because at the time, yes, I was looking for clout, and I didn't realize what I was doing, and I was a kid.
And before we dive into the next clip, I just want to say that I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, it's a douchebag move, don't get me wrong, and when I first saw that clip, I was extremely unhappy about it, because people do go through shit in life, and for you to downplay it and try to use that as content to get yourself attention, it is really a scumbag play. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but he was 15. He's in his 20s now. You gotta let the kid try to evolve and become an adult and do the right thing. You can't keep holding him based on some shit he did at 15. But aside from that, they went on to try to paint him as a racist.
Nico, another streamer, he was going to Spain to do the stream. New projects. Yeah.
Oh, so now you just pissed off all the Jewish community?
Oh my God.
No. I love Jewish people. Shalom.
You just came on here to just shit on everybody.
Nah. I
mean, wow.
I got so many Jewish friends. What?
Oh my God.
Nah, you trying to get me caught up, brother?
Hey,
brother is great. Why you put the A at the end?
Brother is hilarious.
That was crazy.
What's the craziest situation?
You can't say that.
I seen you in Harlem with Jim Jones. What's the craziest situation? Dubai, what was the craziest situation you've been in that you didn't think you was going to make it out besides Dubai?
I've been in a lot of situations. There's a Nate Diaz thing, same thing, trolling. And
I saw that. He chased you.
He chased me. I'm not gonna like lie and say like, you know, I had like a tough upbringing or anything. You know, my parents.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know.
Oh.
We can tell.
Okay.
Are your parents racist?
Huh?
Are your parents racist?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out like where, like using Harriet Tubman as a slur and you know the things you said on that video. I'm just wondering like what was your perception?
So wait, real quick. So you guys do understand like, so first off, trolling's not okay, right? But there like a lot of people have like back then, like even if it's as a joke, it's not good to do. But streamer world, YouTube world, whatever it is, like people make jokes like that. But like back then, before, like
Only about one race of people.
No, you gotta see no, ma'am, you gotta see my clips. My clips.
Some examples.
So no, I'm not gonna repeat it. But I'm not gonna repeat it. But there's no singling out. There's none of that. I was just insanely toxic. I made jokes about Indians, everyone, like any race you can imagine. It's not like singling out one.
You're Indian, so you can do that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's why. Well, I shouldn't do it in general.
And I think what bothered me the most was the way that they tried to approach it. Like, oh, you're just targeting black people. Like, you could tell the angle that they were going to take with this. And as soon as he said, no, I talk about all races and I apologize for it. And I'm not going to repeat anything I said, but I talked about everybody. I wasn't singling out any specific race. And then he also included himself saying, I talk about Indians too, which I get why he said that. But then they spin it around to say, well, that's your race. You're allowed to do that. And that was funny to me because I feel like if we went through all of the episodes of The Breakfast Club, 100% would find them saying some shit about white people, but there's no white people present in the video. So it's like, you're allowed to do it, but as soon as someone does it to you, it's like, it's an issue, right? Like you said yourself, you could talk about your own race because that's your race. You're Indian. You want to talk about Indians, that's fine. Okay. But as black people, we talk about all sorts of races. And as soon as someone says something about the black race, we're like, yo, they're mad racist. Like we can't, these double standards are what bother me the most. I'm not even mad about the fact they tried to spin that on him because I feel like he defended it really well. So he already did his thing. I'm more mad at the fact that they're really trying to push a double standard. Like it's okay for some people to do it. It's okay that we've probably done it before, but it's not okay for you to do it because we've chosen that we don't like you. I'm not okay with that. And apparently neither was Aiden Ross because he commented in N3on's chat. It got pinned in the Breakfast Club Reddit and they weren't very happy about it.
Wait, let's get into the chat because Aiden Ross, there's a comment pinned in here. He just commented and said, N3on, I promise you they trying to belittle you and disrespect you. You shitting on all of them. They are weird as them.
Talking about who?
In here. The chat is live in the Breakfast Club.
He's shitting
boy.
on them.
Anyway,
What you
go
talking
ahead.
about?
That's what Aiden
Well,
Ross
this is not Aiden Ross's interview, so f him too.
Wait, hold on. We're all friends, okay? You know, I
He
think,
pinned, the comment is pinned in the chat.
I think-
I'm in the chat with the W.
You feel like we trying to belittle you, N3on?
I think, you know, as you know, we should all come together and all just
They
spread.
also saying we
Man,
racist.
all that kumbaya shit, Aiden.
No, wait, all right, come on, that's my guy.
I don't give a f. Listen, Harriet Tubman, my aunt. You think I give a f? I don't give a f.
But you're comparing something now to like.
I'm not gonna lie, your chat is wild racist. though.
Yo, they
Stop right there.
They like, yo,
Fuck
they
this
racist.
black monkey, watermelon,
Whoa.
emoji.
I'm literally looking and I don't see any of that.
What? It says they race baiting. This short hair monkey, they race baiting.
Oh, it's moving too
Breakfast
fast. Yeah, whoa.
Club.
Was here, they wouldn't say it at all. That's another thing about, you know,
that's
streaming
trolls.
and just being behind.
You also have to understand this isn't my. This is the internet. This is not just my chat, my community, right? This is the internet. The internet, just like me back then, would say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a representation of me, obviously.
But it's funny though because the reality is,
It's not.
I know this is a bunch of kids in here who don't know no better. But if we were really assholes,
Please.
we wouldn't have had you up here. And as soon as I heard about the Casanat thing, we'd have told you get the fuck on. I mean, you know, disrespecting somebody's mom and then saying that shit about
Harriet
Tubman. If we were really being assholes and really trying to belittle you, we'd have told you.
I understand that, man. I just feel like at the end of the day, you can't hold something against someone if they're changing and becoming a better person and
How do
understanding.
you know you're changing and how?
Well, you know, you don't-
expect
none-
people to really believe you when you build your whole.
I understand it.
platform on being a liar.
Of course, and no one has to believe me. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you actually sit down and watch my streams and understand the growth, then you see it. And if you don't, it's f you. It's like at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove anything to people. I can do it the best I can. People can judge me. I don't care.
And I got to admit, I'm completely on Aiden's side on this. I don't agree with what they're doing. I don't like how they're handling this interview. I don't like how they're approaching N3on. Like, it just feels like they brought him on here with the sole intention of trying to drag him down and trying to bury his career, except they're going to learn really quickly that shit is not possible. It's not going to happen. Streaming is really the future. What's crazy is the Breakfast Club, that's something that's outdated. It might still be going right now, but in 10, 15 years, I promise you, that platform will no longer exist. Streaming will exist, and it may exist on a whole different level than it does now because I'm promising you, this shit is the future. Just like a lot of shit in the past was, nobody wanted to believe it. This is going to be the new form of content and entertainment for a lot of people growing up. And all it takes is enough generations to grow up for it to become ingrained into society. And I'm telling you right now, that's where we're going. So it's wild that they feel like they're in the position of power. And I think that Lacey actually said it perfectly when he said that you don't need them, N3on. They need you.
Why are they treating it like it's I don't like how they're making it seem like, oh, it's a gift for you to be on our show. No, motherfucker. Y'all are getting blessed that he's on your show. You know how many new eyes are seeing this show because N3on's on it?
And that's just the facts. Like, there's more people that he's bringing to their platform than he's ever going to take away from their platform. That's just the facts of life. It's not really going to do anything for N3on, and inevitably it would have done something for them, except they decided to attack him. And now his whole fan base is going to do everything they can to attack them back. So it was just a really stupid move. And I honestly, in my opinion, when they said the shit they said about Aiden Ross being someone like, if I was N3on and I'm friends with him, I probably would have just walked out right there. I don't blame him for not walking out. I don't think that he had to do that. But me personally, my personality, I'd have been out of there with the quickness, and I probably have said some wild shit on my way out. But all that aside, what's funny to me is that they tried to spin the racist thing, which we talked about a couple clips ago. And I found this article where the same woman who was trying to push all this on him is the same woman that was accused of being racist herself. Instagram comedian Jess Hilarious, born Jessica Moore, has been getting major heat on social media after allegedly getting 4 men in turbans kicked off her flight Saturday for making her nervous. Moore posted a since-deleted tweet, which allegedly led to 4 sick men being removed from the flight before it departed the airport. The comedian then published an Instagram story to say her comments were justified and her news is real. Ninjas know I'm never effing racist, but I spotted something and I put it out earlier and we just got evacuated from our plane, Moore said in an Instagram story. F y'all, if I'm scared, I'm scared. Y'all mad at me because I don't side with every other black person. And then she went on to say, I'm so sorry for my former deleted post. Sorry, but y'all blame me for being scared, Moore wrote. I saw 4 people of that caliber and I just revert back to the past. Shit, if I'm scared, I'm scared. The internet is some shit today, she added. And I feel like the craziest part about that is, again, the double standard. You're saying that you saw men of that caliber, which means that they were Middle Eastern and they had a turban. And so if you're scared, you're scared. Nobody should blame you for that. That's not racist. You're allowed to feel that way, right? That's what she's saying. But yet at the same time, we know that we don't like to be labeled that way when a white person might see a black person and be like, oh, I saw a black person of that caliber. Baggy pants, big shirt, whatever. I've seen them rob my store before. Now I'm looking at every person like that that's black because I'm scared. I've from my past, I know what this could mean. And so I'm going to look at you all a certain way. And I should be okay that I do that because I'm scared, right? That's her mentality. That is literally what she's saying. And that sounds crazy, right? And that's because we've made it crazy in that aspect. But for some reason, in other ways, we're making it seem like it's okay. Like, well, I was scared. They were Middle Eastern. They had turbans. We all know the past. So, it's justified that I felt that way. It's like, okay, well, people could say that about us. They could be like, well, I've seen all these gang shootings of black people. So, my past kicked in and now I'm scared of you. So now you're just fueling more racism towards black people as well as other people because you feel like it's justified. And you instead of just backing down and saying, yo, I made a mistake, you really wanted to stand your ground, even though standing your ground is literally fighting against everything that you claim you fight for when it comes to the black community. Goofy shit. I don't like this person. I don't even know who she is. This is the first time I ever heard of her, but I don't like her. I've never liked the Breakfast Club, never listened to them, never will. And I feel like this is a sign that nobody should either. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to N3on for changing his shit around. Again, somebody that was not a N3on fan at all. And I'm still not a fan, but I appreciate that he's changed. And I feel like he deserves the chance to make the content that he's making now because he's doing nothing wrong. So shout out to that man. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you in the next one, homies.